Welcome to this basic, extended grounding flower practice. I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. Take several moments to adjust your posture, the placement of your ankles, and then commit to being still for a little while and breathing. Check in. What have you brought to this practice today? Allow yourself to notice the tensions, be they physical, mental, or spiritual. Be present with the rhythm of your natural breath and support it in going deeper. Follow the desires of your lungs to inhale, hold, and exhale. Use these moments to align your physical breathing with spiritual resonance and the deepest vibrancy available to you right now. I invite you to bow your head, lift it a little higher to open the channel through your throat. Inhale and lift your arms. Exhale, prayer position in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms out. Feel and turn to all fours. Bending down and back into a gentle child's position. Open your knees. Breathe into your lower back and surrender tension down. Inhale up to a Camel Pose. Support your lower back and exhale back down to Child's. Allow the realignment to be felt as you inhale once again and return to Camel position. Move between these two poses at your pace. You are welcome to stay in either pose if it is most beneficial to you. Rise on inhales and return to child's position on exhales. Allow your body to teach you how to improve each pose and gradually shift to half camel, reaching one arm to your ankle while the other rises into the air. Allow these shifts to expose tension between the left and right side of your body. Pause at the easy natural limit of each stretch, breathing through your shoulders, sensing your arms extending from within your core. Once again, stay on either side if it is most beneficial to you to do so. alternate either every breath or when you're ready. Feel through your core, recognizing the lines running up through from your knees into your chest, through the shoulders, and out the fingertips. Return to a gentle camel pose, thumbs around your lower back, fingertips wrapping around towards your front. And exhale back down to child's position, releasing tension into the ground and recognizing how this pose feels different from the last time you visited. Draw your abdomen in, creating space to fold your chest towards your thighs. Release your neck. Inhale up to Rabbit Pose, wrapping your hands around your crown, bracing the elbows and forearms to support the head and neck. With your knees hip distance apart, below the hips, press down with the top of the feet and sense lines of energy through your root. Allow your breath to further arch your spine. Inhale, lift one arm, draw it under your body, placing the side of your head on the ground. Allow the arm you are bending towards to brace you, and breathe into the shoulder as it releases into the ground. Each inhale gathers tension. Next inhale, reverse, lifting, turning your head, and threading the opposite arm under your body to release tension in the shoulder. Notice anywhere your body resists this pose. Breathe into these feelings. Release with the exhales. And center them by noticing what is present on the opposite side of your body. The next inhale, return to Rabbit Pose. Be aware of how the side-to-side exercises enabled a change. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, lifting the knees off the ground and returning them to the floor. As you once again lift, straighten the legs into Jackrabbit Pose. Feeling lines of energy through the arch of the foot, meeting in the root with the line up your crown. Move back and forth between Rabbit and Jackrabbit, staying in whichever pose calls your need. Be conscious, supporting the neck with strength through the shoulders as the forearms remain pressed into the ground, cradling the head. Maintain inhales as the time to lift, and exhales as the time to release back to the ground. Do not count. Follow what your body is drawn to do next within the construct of these exercises. Return to Rabbit Pose. Rest and recognize how this pose feels different. Lift, placing your forearms shoulder distance apart down on the ground. Hold yourself briefly in a plank pose, forearms down, and then gently release down into Cobra Pose. Press down through your wrists, bracing your body and allowing a low arch. Do not accentuate the arch much in your neck, allowing it to remain restful. Press down through the tops, the front of the legs where they touch the ground, and gently explore squeezing them towards each other. Turn to one side in lounge lizard pose, resting on one leg through the hip, and then a forearm turned perpendicular to the ground. Lift and then release your head down, resting towards the shoulder. The fingertips of the upper arm gently touch the floor. On the next exhale, roll, and then inhale into lounge lizard on the other side. Stacking the legs on top of each other, releasing the neck, releasing the lower ribs as they melt towards the floor. Inhale into any tensions. Exhale, releasing them. You may shift to the opposite side or remain on one side whenever you do this exercise. Return to a low cobra once again in every set of exercises. Recognize how the poses change after you have done the balancing movements. I invite you to consider exploring Dolphin Pose, turning the toes under, lifting from the strength of the abdomen, pressing down through the forearms, and straightening the legs as the knees rise. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the heart, and be conscious to come out of this pose once you recognize you are engaged in struggle. Pressing down through the wrists allows you to engage the hands and fingertips. You are welcome to remain in low cobra and or return there whenever you need to. Inhaling into your chest, allowing the lower back to release as the abdomen is drawn towards the floor. Press down from the shoulders, lifting, while you continue to release the neck. Explore lowering your upper body between your forearms and letting go into the ground. Turn over onto your back. Your knees rise, fingertips are able to just barely brush your heels. Then open your arms to either side, palms up, tucking the shoulder blades under by pressing the forearms, the back of the forearms down, lifting and tucking. Inhale, reach up into a bridge. So you're inhaling up and then exhaling back down. One breath up and down. Allow the bridge to be the expression between the shoulders and the arch of the feet. These are the two sides that support you. Let no point in between be tense in a way that unduly draws your attention. At any point, you may remain either up or down in this pose flow. Watch for what makes this more fluid and natural. Recognize where tension hides and how it affects your ability to move between the positions naturally. And spend time with your body raised in bridge pose, holding the position as you gently draw your thighs towards each other, drawing the knees away from the spine, accentuating the arch of the bridge. Feel strength. Brace it down into the ground through your shoulders and release your neck and head. Exhale down, drawing your knees up to hug them to your chest. On the next exhale, draw both knees across your body down towards the ground to one side. Gently gaze in the opposite direction without creating more tension in the shoulders and neck. It is fine to continue to look up. The arm that your knees are bending towards rests on the upper knee, supporting the twist. On the next inhale, bring the knees together across your body and then down to the opposite side. Once again, gently gaze away from your knees, accentuating the twist. Same side arm rests on the upper knee, drawing that leg down towards the ground. Feel the hips releasing. You are invited to move from side to side, either one breath for each side or remaining wherever you know that good work is happening for you. Allow the motions to remain fluid and natural. Correct any undue tension you feel by shifting slightly the next time you enter the same position. Return to Reclined Bridge, breathing your lower back into the ground. Shift your body and inhale to lift your buttocks over your chest, supporting either hip with your braced elbows. So your hands wrap around your body, fingertips pointing up, and you rest down. You're releasing your body upside down, and you can return to allow your lower back to be on the ground and hug your knees if at any point this feels more beneficial. Breathe into your neck and shoulders, releasing the back of your head into the ground. Draw one leg across your body so the ankle rests below the knee, or above the knee on your thigh, below it towards the ground. Thread your hands through and around the back of the under thigh and draw your leg towards your body, giving a nice hip stretch. The next exhale, release, and shift to the other side. Release again, and inhale your legs straight up with your butt on the ground. Stay here or return to a gentle shoulder stand. So this is a shoulder stand without straightening the legs. Stay here. Or consider exploring straightening the legs up. Remain easy and natural. Avoid attempting to perfect the pose, and concentrate on spreading your sensation out through any areas of tension, recognizing how your balance affects each area of your body. At any point, return to easy shoulder stand. And if you're inclined for a challenge, straighten your legs and bring your feet down over your head towards the floor. That is Plow Pose. We will not concentrate on more extended, challenging poses in this course or this class. However, it can be beneficial and accessible. You can consider inhaling between easy shoulder stand and lying down with your legs up, between easy shoulder stand and a straightened shoulder stand, or between shoulder stand and plow. Stay within a challenge that is actually effective for you. Return to an easy shoulder stand, arms bracing the hips and buttocks. Release. Roll down, returning the legs and knees to be hugged towards your chest. Breathe into the lower abdomen, through the hips. Return to reclined bridge, buttocks down. Then lift the knees once again and extend them straight out in front of you, bracing your body with your forearms down. Inhale out, pointing the toes. Exhale, drawing the knees back towards your body. Your upper body may lift gently as the feet extend. Do not accentuate the lift. And if you so choose, rise onto the forearms, lifting the upper body. Reach, straighten, and then draw the legs back in towards the chest. Inhaling open, exhaling back towards your body. If you feel it is available, inhale into a boat pose. You can move between reclined with the legs lifted and up into a boat, concentrating on the focus through the abdomen. Inhaling to boat, exhaling as you draw the knees back in. At any point, you may hug the back of the thighs, relax into a supported boat pose, and then drawing your knees back towards your chest. Explore which position is most effective for you to remain in, and when it is time to return to a deeper challenge. Exhale down, inhale up. Feel the flow that is natural to you, and sense the transition between when a challenge is burning and when it is time to rest. Returning to reclined position, draw the knees towards your body and alternate in a bicycle. Your fingertips meet behind your neck. Opposite elbow reaches towards opposite knee as the straight leg points. The work is all done from your core. Let no tension exist through the neck and shoulders that you can relax. If the elbow doesn't meet the knee, that's fine. Stop where your body lets you know. Further stretching would simply create more tension. All the work is done from the upper abdomen. Hug the knees back towards your body and return to reclined boat pose, supported boat pose, or boat pose with the fingertips outstretched, pointing towards the feet. Breathe into your core. You are just breathing. Inhale your way up to a reclined pose facing up. Your forearms are down, your neck releases back. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Breathe into your solar plexus. Lift your legs and rise fully into a forward bend. So you're lifting your arms above your head. Exhale, drawing your abdomen in and bending forward. Inhaling up, exhaling down. The legs are straight while remaining unlocked. And at first, avoid touching your feet or legs with your arms. Draw your hands and arms behind your body, pushing down with the fingertips to brace the stretch and recognize where your easy, natural limit rests. Keep the head and shoulders lifted, avoiding compression to the upper back. Breathe into your abdomen and draw your arms once again in front of you, allowing their weight to naturally bring you down towards the legs. Fingertips remaining outstretched. If you so choose, you can rest the hands down on the shins. Do not struggle to get your head as close to your legs as possible. Concentrate on melting your abdomen towards your thighs. And then walk your way back up slowly. Open the legs into the easy, natural limit of a wide angle forward bend. Begin to walk from side to side. Exhaling down, inhale up, turn down to the other side. One breath up, one breath down. Watch for where your body resists the stretch. Do not push through this resistance. Either stay with it or alternate sides to give it relief. Concentrate on breathing into the lower abdomen. And keep the opposite leg engaged to remain centered. Let each breath melt you down. As you rotate your upper body, so the opposite side arm is up, almost like a swimming stroke. Reach it down towards the toes, grabbing them if you can comfortably do so. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Breathe into whatever first draws your attention. Center it by recognizing what the opposite side of your body is either doing or feeling numb. Inhale to center, placing your fingertips or forearms down in front of you for a wide angle forward bend. Inhaling your way back up, bringing the legs back together in a Plow Pose. In Plow Pose, your hands rest on either side of the hips. You can press down, lifting your weight, and then gently sense the connection through your sit bones up to your shoulders. Maintain the sit bones in a grounded way and let go of your neck. Continue to brace in Plow Pose, or turn your feet flat down and lift into a table. Stop at your first easy, natural limit and recognize your alignment. Do you need to move your feet a little further or closer towards your upper body? Rotate the shoulders out and return to Plow Pose whenever you need to. Consider going back and forth, inhaling up to table, exhaling down to plow. The placement of your heels should not change much, and if it needs to, adjust the position before you continue. Stay up for one breath, exhale back to plow, or remain up for several breaths if you know that your body appreciates the time spent in stillness. Do not count the number of repetitions. Return to Plow Pose. Recognize how you have changed the balance within the tensions in your body. Breathe. Inhale, lifting your spine and chest. Exhale, do a gentle twist to one side. In twists, you're inhaling and lifting, exhaling and twisting. Don't attempt to twist and inhale at the same time. On the next inhale, return to center. Exhale and twist to the opposite side. Upper arm over the thigh, fingertips braced to the ground. Rear arm twisting around the body to comfortably brace with the fingertips against the ground, supporting the twist. You may always choose to keep your head centered on the chest in twists. It's easy to simply create new tension through the neck by overdoing neck twists. Inhale up, exhale twist. The next exhale, return to plow position. Inhale, press down through the shoulders, lifting the sit bones. Exhale, re-ground the sit bones, releasing tension through the legs, feeling the strength in the balance between the arch from arm to arm and straight down through the spine. Either stay here or move to table pose. Feet flat, Inhale, lifting the butt, bracing between the arms and the legs. Gently squeeze the knees towards each other, drawing them away from the rest of your body. Exhale, come down, butterfly pose. The outside parts of the feet meet. Your hands open the feet like a book, thumbs on the inside. Inhale, lift the chest, considering bracing yourself by moving the arms back behind your body. And then moving between a forward, chin towards the chest, and then a backwards, looking towards the sky. The knees and thighs continue to be drawn towards the ground, allowing the gentle back bend to create space for the butterfly in the lower body to open. Feel the unity between the chest and head, and allow the lower body to release down into the ground. At any point, you may stay still in one of these positions, breathing as you are drawn deeper within. You may also return to simple butterfly. Sense the changes as you return to simple butterfly, feeling the sit bones grounded. You may either continue to brace with your arms behind or move them to the front of your body. Hero pose. Draw one leg under your body and the other over the first. You may stop with your heel down and the upper leg and knee lifted. If you comfortably can, release the knees to stack over each other and gently twist towards the upper leg. As with all twists, inhale up, exhale twist. The arms are finding a natural place to brace you. Either switch to the other side or place your hands down and turn your whole body with the feet remaining roughly in the same position. As you rotate, you'll end up in hero pose on the other side. Allow the arm to cross above the knee, feeling this point to help accentuate the twist. Once again, do not overstretch your neck. Consider keeping it centered with your chest. The next inhale, release the twist, return to center, and reclaim butterfly pose. Rest. And then turn to find all fours and cow pose. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Both arms and legs remain at hip distance. Breathe here. Then gently begin a shift between cat and cow. Recognize a wave of motion beginning at the base of your spine. It reaches up your spine, resisting the urge to change your shoulders and neck until it is almost complete. Cat pose, you're arching up, accentuating the arch between your root and shoulders. Cow pose, your abdomen is going towards the floor and you gently lift your gaze. Inhaling, cow, exhaling, cat. As ever, stay in whichever pose calls your need. Return to a flat back. Ground yourself and begin inhaling, lifting one arm to point straight in front of you, aligned with the line of your spine. Recognize the shifts in weight and allow your body to find a natural balance, akin to what it may feel to walk on all fours. Be graceful and shift to lifting one leg once again. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Feel the line of the spine extending out through the raised leg. And feel the rhythm as your weight shifts from side to side. Be graceful, and if you so choose, consider lifting one arm and the opposite leg at the same time. If you choose this, it is appropriate to simply lift the hand and knee off the ground. Alternate side to side in this manner until you're comfortable that your balance is strong enough to raise them more. Emphasize balance before extension and allow the extension to come from a centered pose. Keep your neck relaxed and feel the unity as you lift opposite arm and leg together. Return to a flat back. Center. And consider several more cat-cows now that you've concentrated on the balancing movements. Either stay in cat or cow, or inhale, gaze rises, exhale, spine bends down into cat. The top of the feet braces against the ground before turning your toes under and bowing down in puppy pose. In puppy pose, your Fingertips are reaching out, extending from the spine, and your head moves down towards the floor, allowing your upper body to compress inwards, releasing tension in the back of the shoulders. Exhale, releasing the head as your butt reaches back towards the heels, extending the line from your fingertips to root. Inhale into the shoulders and neck before turning the toes under and moving towards down dog. Find this pose. Pump the heels, shift the weight through the arms, move forward, back, and to the side until you feel the lines from the arches of your feet to the root, from your hands through the shoulders to the root. The placement of your feet and hands should be roughly similar to the natural extension from a cow pose, meaning you're turning your toes under where they were and then rising from that alignment. It is more important to feel natural than to get the geometry perfect. Allow your breath to teach you how to adjust. Sense the line from the heel up the back of your leg to your root. Wrap your shoulders, engaging the lats in your upper back to shift and rotate towards the chest. And turn your toes under, moving them slightly back, down into an upward dog. Down, with your abdomen towards the ground, pelvis perhaps touching the floor. Push down through the palms from the shoulders and lift the chest. Avoid overarching the neck. And exhale, back into a down dog. You may stay in either of these positions or alternate between them. Consider inhale, up dog, turn the feet with the tops of the feet flat. Press down. And exhale into down dog. Turn the toes under, heels towards the ground. You do have to slightly adjust the placement of the feet, so explore where the alignment works best. Up dog requires the toes to reach slightly further back. Allow the easy, natural version of these poses and the power that comes with shifting back and forth naturally. Return to down dog and begin alternate leg lifts, drawing a relatively straight line between the hands and feet as the legs raise from the strength of your core. And return to down dog. Bend down into a low squat, hands reaching the floor, arms on the inside of each knee. You're up on the balls of your feet and your weight is gently leaning forward. Begin to alternate, sitting back towards the ground, leaning forward, perhaps even lifting the feet as the knees rest above the elbows. Squeeze the knees and feel the rhythm. Even staying up for half a breath has value in teaching your body how to balance in Crow Pose. At any point, rest in the low squat and shift your hips. Lean to one side and extend one leg straight, giving yourself as much support as is necessary. Do not do this if your legs and hips resist. Rotate the foot away from the front of your body, twisting your whole leg. And if you feel comfortable, begin shifting from side to side while keeping the heels in a relatively similar planted position. Straight leg, rotating out. Yeah. Feel the rhythm as you move side to side.
I'm doing yoga. Oh, I thought you told me to aim for 5. I'm done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes!
Okay. Okay. Well,
Notice whatever adjustments would make this exercise become more fluid.
Okay.
Stop if your knees express unusual tension or pain. And at any point, return to either low squat or kneeling, supported with your hands on the floor in front of you. Consider inhaling, twisting up with one arm. Inhale up, exhale down. And return to center, lifting up into resting eagle, arms outstretched like wings, exhaling back down to the squat or to kneeling. This is the invigorating exercise for the third eye in the standing flower. Inhale up, exhale down, or rest. I invite you to explore holding a crow pose or finding the deepest lean before returning to center and moving back to a seated position. Adjust the placement of your ankles, the distance between them and your sit bones, and sense throughout your body, recognizing whatever tensions remain. This is a time to check in and to consider what may be a little tweaky. Inhale up in prayer pose above your head, bringing it down in front of your heart. Ask yourself what else you may need as you repeat, inhaling up above your head, exhaling down to prayer pose in front of your heart. Hold prayer pose. Breathe into your center. Inhale, one arm up, leaning to the opposite side, allowing your head and neck to release before exhaling the same arm down towards the floor, fingertips several inches above. Allow the length through your shoulder before lifting the opposite arm to grab beneath the ear, creating further distance in the neck stretch. Release the lower shoulder, allowing them to separate. Return to center. Other side. Opposite arm up. Lean. Release the head and neck. Reach through the fingertips. Release through the shoulder. Exhale, upper arm down, fingertips almost touching the floor, allowing length through from the fingertips into the shoulders. Before inhaling and lifting the lower arm, drawing the head from the ear and releasing the lower shoulder to separate and create space. Allow these neck releases before returning to center. Sit. Palms open, wrists on or slightly beyond the knees, or folded, cradling each other in your lap. Stay or rotate to a child's pose, further surrendering down into the ground, recognizing what it feels like to revisit this pose with which we began. Release down. Feel the lower back let go. Draw the abdomen in. Make it smaller so the chest can surrender down towards the ground. Either stay here or consider rotating around to lie on your back. Spend several moments adjusting yourself, finding alignment, opening the ankles to the side, tucking the tail to lengthen the lower spine, tucking the shoulders under to lengthen the upper back, before allowing your arms to open, palms up, and choosing to no longer make physical adjustments. Now, Allow your practice to work on the inside. Breathe into any tensions that remain and sense yourself surrendering down into the earth. Stay here as long as you need to. Take time to allow your practice to show you whatever areas of your body or of your life need a shifted perspective. Open to this transformation.